Did you start? Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, hello? So, this is a yoga trapeze, and it's awesome. I first learned about these when I was listening to Ben Greenfield. I was watching a video about Ben Greenfield. Shout out to Ben Greenfield, by the way, he's awesome. He's one of the best fitness trainers in the world, in my humble opinion. Basically, this is one of the best mobility tools I've ever found in my life. And you can see it's just made up of a big sling here in the middle, and then 3 handles here on 3 separate straps. And you just hang it over a sturdy bar or a sturdy tree trunk or something like that. And I just got this brand is by Yoga Body. I got it on Amazon, and it cost me about $90. So, but there are cheaper ones out there by different brands, but I recommend getting a good quality one, because if you're gonna be inverted on this, you want it to be, you know, good quality so you don't get hurt. So it takes a little bit of practice getting on it, but you basically just get on it like this, and so you'll be sitting on this strap. And this is a good point. You want to make sure it's spread out a little bit, unlike how it just was when I got on it, so that you have something to sit on. And for those of you who don't know, inversion basically is just being upside down. And if you want to be more technical, it's when your head is below your heart. But who really cares about that? So make sure you don't want it to be too wide when you're about to lean back. You want it to be on your sacrum and not on your lower back. Otherwise that'll hurt. And the sacrum is that big bone in the middle, right underneath your lower back. Grab the long straps and then start to lean back. And you can do this kind of bicycling motion with your legs to tuck the big sling closer so you have a better fit. And then here you want it to be on your sacrum, right here. That's what I was talking about, not hurting your lower back. And then you can just wrap your legs around, and from here you're just inverted. Now this does take time to get used to, so if you're just starting out with inversion, just start off with a few seconds until you get more comfortable. So I'm just going to be showing some basic positions that you can use with the yoga trapeze. There are really so many different things you can do with the yoga trapeze that I'm not really concerned with having names for all of these different moves. I love swinging. I think it helps. This is a really great stretch for the triceps and the lats, and extending your thoracic spine or your mid-back. For the gymnasts out there, you can also mobilize your wrists in this inverted position, all sorts of ways. And you can also spot yourself in a handstand using the yoga trapeze. And you can get better at holding the handstand with the spot. Wow, that really lights up my traps. Another thing I love to do with it is actually get in this position and do shoulder presses. This is a really good exercise that I like for improving shoulder stability, because this is a pretty unstable position to be in, and the shoulder is the most mobile joint in the body. And this is a relatively safe, if you're comfortable with this, it's a safe position, safe exercise to work on your shoulder stability. Also for the gymnasts out there, you could practice, for the men gymnasts, you could practice your inverted iron cross from this position. It's pretty neat. Opening up your hips here, stretching out your quads. If you can reach your ankle. You can do that on both sides. And then you can do that with both feet here. As long as the strap is in the right spot, you'll be completely secure here. You might need to overcome fears of being inverted. This is really good as well. Wow, that's amazing. So, once you get used to being inverted, you can come up pretty quickly. Like for me, it doesn't bother me at all. I like it, it feels good. Something else you can do, you can actually move these handles and put your feet in there. And then if you watch closely, I sit off and then I allow the big sling to support my back right under my scapula or my shoulder blades. And this is a really good position for hip mobility as well. There are a lot of different things you can do here. Opening up your hips. If you do need to become more flexible, one of my favorite things to do to practice my middle split is actually this self-spotted middle split straddle stretch. As long as you have sufficient upper body pulling strength, you can control exactly how much weight you're putting on your hips, and that's really good. You can come out pretty easily. Another thing you can do for body weight exercises, you can do dips here. You can also remove this main sling whenever you want. It just unhooks through these carabiners. So if that's in the way, if you don't have rings, for example, like I have rings right there, you could use these in a lot of the same way that you would use rings. And for the calisthenics athletes out there, if you're working on your back lever, you can actually practice an assisted back lever right here. Work on your positioning, work on holding it for longer periods of time than you would be able to normally. So I don't want this video to go much longer, but that's basically basic moves you can do on the yoga trapeze. You can be so creative with this. There's so many things you can do. Be safe, be smart.